Welcome back. We're on chapter 3, part 2 of I Hunt Killers. Let us take a deep breath in. Jazz finished his examination of the body while Howie crept into the nearby funeral home business office to make a photocopy of the anemic preliminary report. There was nothing substantial in the file, but Jazz figured it wouldn't hurt to have a copy. Besides, he didn't want Howie around when he rolled the body. The human body holds about 10 pints of blood when everything is going right, and Jane still had enough of hers when she died to cause dark purplish areas, almost like bruises, when the blood pooled post-mortem. Jane had been found on her back, but there was evidence of blood pooling on her front and side, giving the flesh of her lower abdomen and left hip an almost molted appearance. Jazz reached into the bag, slipping his hands under her, one near the shoulders and the other near her buttocks. He paused for a moment. It was so strange. He was touching a woman's ass. It was wrong on so many levels. People matter, he whispered to himself. People matter. People are real. Remember Bobby Joe Long. His personal mantra, whispered every morning. A reminder. His own magic spell, casting a shield against his own evil. It was tough to turn her, as her body was still going into rigor mortis. Rigor usually started about 2 hours after death. It started in the face and hands, the small muscles, and spread to the entire body over about 12 hours. If her big muscles were just freezing up now, Jazz did some quick math, factored in the pliability he'd observed in the field when the cops moved Jane's body, and decided that she must have been killed no more than an hour or two before the cops arrived on the scene. Just before daybreak, then. He turned her onto her left side. Her back was pale. If she'd been killed on the field and left there on her back, all the blood in her body would have settled in her back and buttocks, making them purple and slightly swollen. But the blood had pooled elsewhere in her body. That meant she'd been killed somewhere else and then transported, her blood sloshing around in her dead body like the grains in the piece of sand are every time she was moved. So the killer killed her, then moved her, then called the cops right away. Yeah, definitely not a newbie. The killer was a badass. Talk about supreme confidence. Jazz couldn't help it. He sort of admired the guy. People matter. People are real. People matter. The spot in the field where Jane had been dumped wasn't just the sort of place you stumbled upon while carrying a corpse around. The killer must have scoped it out in advance. Did it have some significance to him? And why that particular spot? Moving a body was risky, but also necessary. You want distance between you and the cops, so you have to... Shut up, Billy, Jazz thought fiercely. Uh-oh, Howie said from behind him, his voice panicked. Jazz? Jazz turned around and saw that Howie's face was covered in blood. And the next chapter will be chapter 4.